Hey, what does Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, and the Latino countries have in common? They're all getting ready for big things when it comes to Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what it is, what they're working on, and what does that mean for you and your portfolio. But hey, make sure you hit the like button and let's get into it. What's up, guys? This is JC and welcome to the Wealth Engineering channel. This is where I create content so that you can learn how to make, keep, and multiply money in the world of cryptocurrencies. And today we're going to talk about some big news happening in the world of cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin. More and more countries are adopting Bitcoins as a currency. Now, this is a big deal because now it's showing us the trend that Bitcoin is slowly becoming a world reserve currency. And whoo, that is a big deal. Now, the news just dropped. 2 new territories are adopting Bitcoins. Now, Prospera, right? Prospera is this place in Honduras. They're actually getting ready to use Bitcoin, as well as Madeira. This is how government controls what the population wants to do. By limiting taxes or reducing the taxes, you encourage a certain behavior when it comes to what the populations want to do. Lower the taxes, that incentivize more people to buy more Bitcoins, basically. And right now, if you're adopting Bitcoins, there is less taxes that you need to take. And we'll be able to pay taxes and fees to the jurisdiction using cryptocurrency. Going back more into this article, starting today, Prospera will also enable other municipalities in Honduras or other companies or political subdivisions outside of the United States to float Bitcoin bonds from within Prospera's jurisdictions. All right, so this is big, guys. This is not just as a currency, it's being used as an asset, as a property. We talk about that on this channel, and it's being expanded into more different assets. So why is this a big deal, right? The more countries are adopting Bitcoins, the more that increase the demands, right? But remember, we have already crossed 19 million Bitcoins already produced and circulating in the market. There is only 2 million Bitcoins left to produce. And these 2 million Bitcoin, guys, once we finish this trend, there is no more Bitcoin that's going to be produced. Now, it's going to actually take a lot of years. We're talking about decades before we reach 21 million Bitcoin minted. But until then, right, there is going to be a lot of time, a lot of race to dominate the minting cryptocurrency market, or should I say the mining of cryptocurrency market. And the harder it's going to be, the more energy intensive it's going to be, the more time, the more resources, and the more money you're going to allocate to acquire computers that's going to be able to make this a reality, right? So it's a big deal. It requires a lot of money, right? Which is why what Elon Musk is currently working right now, it's big news right here. We already know Tesla have announced last year that they were having more than $2 billion in Bitcoins in their asset sheets. Right now, they're actually up in their investments. But on top of that, Elon Musk is also having a solar panel industry, right? The solar panel company where he tried to supply energy via the power wall, via the solar panels, and now is using that to also minting or mining more cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin. And this is big, right? Because now it's going to leave the power to public companies like Tesla's, like Solar City, or like people like Elon, who is going to acquire so much wealth that is going to be, in a way, more than the Latino countries, for example. So these people can dictate what they want to use the technologies for, because they're going to acquire a lot of it. And the higher the demand, the more it increases the value. Now, let's get into this. Look at this. Tesla, Blockstream, and Blockbreak ground on all solar Bitcoin mining facilities and Tesla. Blockstream said the facility, which will generate 3.8 megawatts of power, will be completed by the end of 2022. Now, this is actually a great move right here, right? Now, the end of 2022, guys, we're talking about a couple months from now. We're talking about like maybe 8 months from now, and then we already have a power plant whose sole purpose is to mine more Bitcoins. And how do they plan on doing that? Is by acquiring lands, putting a lot of solar panels into them, going in states like Texas, where there's a lot of sun, a lot of empty lands, dry lands that you cannot really use for agriculture. So you're going to use that for something else. Why not farming electricity, acquiring solar panels, converting the solar into electrical energy, and apply that electrical energy into mining more Bitcoins. One of the major problems that we have with Bitcoin right now, it requires so much energy to produce, especially the last 2 millions. You're going to need a lot more energy and a lot more computing power. But hey, who's going to supply that energy? In the West, energy is expensive. In other countries, energies are cheap, but you don't have the tools and the internet connection is strong enough to sustain such mining production. How does Elon Musk to solve this is working with Jack Dorsey, which using Block as the company. They're going to mine more Bitcoin, and they also have to supply the exchanges to sell the Bitcoin to whoever wants it, and they can sell it at the rates that they want. And remember, and they have the pipeline to the masses, right? So many you're familiar with Square. Square is changing name right now, but so many people are using Square. You're familiar with PayPal, right? Elon Musk with his earlier work with PayPal. So that can also open the door with PayPal and Bitcoin. And now Elon Musk is not just producing electricity, but putting that green energy to Bitcoin to mine more Bitcoins and to supply it to the masses. It's a great move for Elon Musk. But on top of that, it also closed the door to the rhetoric of Bitcoin is using too much energy, too much carbon footprint on the environment. Now they're using green energy to do so, and it's actually a beautiful move. So going back to the Latino countries, more and more countries like this are adopting Bitcoins. They are using it as a currency to help run their economy. And then Elon Musk is positioning himself to be able to be the supplier of this currency, kind of like reproducing what the Federal Reserve used to be. Now is going to be in the hand on someone like Elon. This is a big transition in how our current society works, how our macroeconomic works. It's also a demonstration of the shifting of power, passing the baton, changing guards up from one world currency to another, and Bitcoin may very well be the next world reserve currency. Who knows? Time will tell. I'm sure there will be more fights in terms of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, but with solutions like this as a backup, the population will always have an option to go decentralized, DeFi, and what better ways to go DeFi on a strong currency than Bitcoin. With that said, guys, we'll talk about more projects that's going on, but thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the next video.
Hey, yeah, it's all about wealth engineering. Might be something that you're not used to. It's okay, cause I'm here to introduce you to concepts, time to grow and make big moves. All about crypto, come see. Stocks in business, yes indeed. Got the info that you need. Hosted by my homie JC. Hey, yeah, wealth engineering, stacking and stacking it up.